Hey guys, Business here at Some Sort Vlogs, and welcome back to another vlog here on the channel. So sit back, grab a snack, grab a drink, kick your feet up, prepare yourselves for this short little rant on why I despise the way we as Britons, or as the British public, or as the country itself handle snow. And maybe okay, sorry Scotland, I'm excluding you. You guys are a bit better than us because you're used to that ridiculous snowfall you get all the time up there in the Highlands and stuff. But here in England, it is, excuse my French, it's a piss take, right? I don't understand. Okay, so check out links down below, Simpson Vlogs, um, Simpson Plays, my main channel, simpsonplays.com, my website, of course, TikTok, Instagram, Rizzle on Twitter, all them good stuff. And of course, show some likes and subscribes all the way down there and hit that bell notification to keep up to everything going on here on the channel. So this is a short one because one, it's a rant, it's a rant, and two, I'm ill, and three, I'm stuck here in Sheffield. And the reason I'm stuck is because it decided to snow, didn't it? I looked at the weather on that Friday night. I was like, okay, I'm going out, friend's birthday, we're all gonna get drunk, we're all gonna have happy, good times, all that good stuff. Now, kids, drink responsibly, okay? And adults too, okay? Because the next day I was in a state. It was not good. Hangover was killing me, literally killing me. So yeah, and that's also because of the snow, right? So explain to me why I can't get home easily. Like there's only one train that goes from Sheffield to where I need to be, to my workplace where I work on the day I need to go back. So yeah, that's peak. So it means I can't catch normal public transport because I can't trust it. It's not reliable here in Sheffield. Okay, especially in the city centre, it's not reliable. It's always late, always never shows up. You get two buses coming at the same time. It's like, what's going on here? All right. So then you have to go to kind of like private public transport. Taxis. Uber. City taxis. Bolt. Is it called Bolt? Whatever that one that people are starting to use now is called. Whatever that is. Tell me why they're all charging £20 or they're unavailable. Like say the snow stops you from working. I don't understand. I don't get it right. Now, for those of you who don't know this, there's a little known fact that Uber drivers are criminals. Okay, they're crooks. They'll especially on a Friday, Saturday night, right, or student night on Wednesday, right. What they'll do is they'll all shut off, stop working like an hour before pick-up time is like 3 a.m. Then they'll one by one slowly come back up and work. And what that does is it causes an increase in demand. Because supply demand. There's less of them, but there's still loads of people. So supply and demand has changed. The prices skyrocket. Okay, you're paying ridiculous prices. That's what they do, and that's obviously what they're doing here. The roads are clear. There is nothing wrong with the roads. Okay, I kid you not. Right, the first day it snowed, the roads were bad. Okay, fair enough. Second and third day, the roads are fine, but the Uber prices are still £20. Are these what? It's not right. It's not right. I don't like the way Uber is run. Uber used to be dirt cheap. Uber used to be cheap. I understood that was bad for workers, but now you're just ripping us off. I don't like the way Uber's run. Like, allow Uber, boycott it, man. Go Bolt, whatever that new one is. Go boycott it, bun them. They're criminals, right? Another thing is, why did it have to snow when I was out? I'm walking back, right, and it's like, what? It must have been like 4 a.m. Right? I'm walking back to my girlfriend's place, right, and it's I thought I'm getting wet here. Is it rain? No, it's not rain because I'm not feeling that sort of wet. It's like even though something's falling on me, I'm getting wet later. If that made sense at the time. That's what was going through my head. Bear in mind, I'm really drunk. So in my head I'm really confused. Then I look at my hand, I look at my clothes, like, why am I covered in, oh, it's snowing. And as soon as I said, oh, it's snowing, I kid you not, I'm not exaggerating, I'm not lying. It was like a blizzard. The snow just kept coming and coming, falling down. And I was like, okay, I know I can't really walk in a straight line that well, but I have to run. I have to run because otherwise, tomorrow I'm going to be waking up with the worst cold I've ever had in my life. Because I kid you not, the day after, when I went outside again, I was like, if I wasn't drunk, and like when you get drunk, you get warm. You create heat, and there's scientific explanation, and there's also the fact that your nerves are numbed from being drunk, so you don't really feel the cold or and stuff the same way. But if it wasn't for the fact that I was drunk, I would have probably fallen over and died from the cold. It was absolutely freezing for the next day. It was unbelievably cold. And that was during the daytime I went out. I was out at 4 a.m. That means it was freezing. When I tell you it was freezing, it was freezing. I have never felt cold like that. And being able to call, I don't know how I was able to get back and not like have to call for help. Have to call the police or the fire service or somebody to bring a warm cloak out and be like, save me. You know what I mean? Like, I was dying. It was terrible, and it's the worst type of snow, right? There's two different types of snow that you don't want. Now, if you're a kid and it snows, you don't want fine snow, okay? Because fine snow you can't really do it. We can barely make it into a snowball. Can't make a snowman. Snow angels look crap. They kind of crumble on the sides. And it's just rubbish snow to play in. It's like sand, but bad sand. Like coarse, dry sand. It's like powdery snow. It's terrible, rubbish, terrible to play in. But as you're an adult, the worst snow is icy snow. The snow completely turned to ice here in Sheffield. I mean, you put your foot on it and you're expecting that little, satisfying crunch of snow. No. You're stepping on it and you're lucky that you end up halfway down the street, sliding all the way down on the ice like you're a sledge. It is ridiculous. It is not safe. I don't know about anyone else, but I hope you've all been safe over the last few days. Because I know it snowed everywhere here in the UK. It snowed in my hometown, it snowed where I go to work, it snowed here, it snowed in Manchester, it snowed in London, it snowed everywhere. Everywhere it snowed. The whole UK covered in a blanket of white. Okay, it was nice to watch when you're inside. I sat there with my hot chocolate, it was going sip, 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 going, isn't this beautiful? When you get outside, it's like, oh my god, I want to go back inside. It's cold and it's icy. And the worst part is that it starts to melt in certain places. So then when it freezes over again, when that water, that standing water freezes, it becomes black ice. Ice you can't see, and also the slippiest ice. Okay, I don't know why it's the slippiest. It's just absolutely slippy. One step and that's it. It's like rolling the dice on. If you step on black ice, you're rolling the dice on, are you gonna fall? It's a 50-50 chance. If you're young, that is, or if you have good balance. If you're old or have bad balance, it's not a 50-50 chance. It is peak. You might as well sit down and shuffle your way to wherever you're going, because you're just gonna fall anyway. Like, black ice is not safe. I mean, But the thing that annoys me the most, right, is that why is there no salt on the streets? Throwing on the salt to get rid of this ice, to get rid of this snow. Why on the first night it snowed, it was pandemonium in the morning. 7 a.m, 6 a.m, cars were being abandoned on their way to work. People couldn't get into work. Buses and stuff were running. No Ubers, nothing. Why is it that? Why is it that all the time in the UK, every single time it snows? Like, say we've never seen snow before in our lives. Like, say we're California and it's snowing for the first time in 50 years. Or we're Egypt. We live near the Arctic shelf, for God's sake. Why on earth are we not able to deal with snow better? Countries like Canada, where the snow is as tall as a man, they are fine. They clear that to the side, and they get things done. It's not fully up and running and operational, but they get stuff done. Russia, man, they fought wars in worse conditions than what we experienced over the last few days. And people say, oh, it's because we're not used to it. Oh, what do you mean we're not used to it? It snows every frigging year. It snows every year. At some point in the year, it will snow. And it's absolute standstill. There's nobody outside. There's no way to get to work on the first day it snows. It's pandemonium. I'm just like, what am I paying council tax for? Because aren't they meant to deal with this? I shouldn't be having to step in other people's footprints and hoping against hope that I don't pitch and fall over. and bust my head up on the sidewalk, you know. Like, what's going on? I know this has been just me ranting and complaining like a good British citizen, you know. We like to complain, all right? But serious to God, we need to get our shit together over here, man. Like, serious to God. Like, what? We shouldn't be suffering the way we suffer on the, like, no offense to anyone, and if they watch this video, they're gonna be mad at me. But like, seriously, I had people trying to defend the fact that it was, oh, it's so snowy, it's so slippery. Yes, it was. I'm sure it was very snowy and so slippery because nobody came with that. No one came out to clear it. Yes, a little bit of snow can cause a lot of problems when it freezes because then it becomes a lot of ice. But if you don't let it freeze, you know, you throw salt on it, you know, you clear it up with whatever you clear it up with, whatever you need to do, then it's okay. And, you know, things can go on. But if you don't do that, you leave the roads covered in snow and ice, you leave the streets covered in snow and ice, then nothing can happen. People are going to get themselves hurt. People are going to use that as an excuse to stay inside. You know what I mean? Like nothing was going to happen. It'd be like COVID all over again, standstill. So, yeah, this is a rant at the fact that I got ill again because of the snow, and at the government and the councils for not cleaning this shit up, man. Like, this is ridiculous. So yes, I hope you enjoyed this. Comment, like, subscribe. You know, comment your thoughts if you agree. If you're from a different country who deals with snow, like, how is it better? Like, am I just thinking it's better? Am I just seeing like the aftermath all the time? Am I just seeing the cleanup? I'm seeing, oh, it's better, or am I right? Like, you guys are able to get stuff done whilst we're out here in 2 inches of snow going, oh my God, it's the end of the world, right? Okay, so yeah, check out links down below. That's simpsonplays.com, my website, and of course TikTok, Instagram, and on Twitter. All feel free to continue to enjoy more content from me. Hope you've been enjoying the Pokemon content. There's more and more to come, and of course, stay tuned. Okay, hit that bell notification because in just over a week, the first travel vlog will be appearing here on Simpson Vlogs in some way, shape, or form. So until then, I'm gonna love you and leave you guys. Stay safe. I hope you didn't bust your head. Peace.